Thank you for joining me today. I thought it'd be fun we take a good look at Transformers Legacy United Autobots Stand United 5-pack with Jazz, Sunstreaker, Tailbreaker, Wheeljack, and finally Hound. But we're going to be focusing here on Wheeljack, but let's take a look at the rest of the packaging. And let's just turn this around because it's such a long packaging. Here on the side we have Jazz, we have Sunstreaker. Here on the back of the packaging, not really much here to see. On here on the other side, we have Wheeljack, we have Hound. But like I said before, we're going to be focusing here on Wheeljack. So let's get Wheeljack out of packaging. And let's finally break the seal. And let's bring in the tools. And always cut away from yourself. There we go. And let's lay this down. All right. And now let's finally open this up. All right, let's get this open. All right, let's get this out of the way. Ooh, it looks so nice. There we go. Oh, instructions. Goodbye. And you know what we say? Goodbye, box. And here we have all 5. Let's flip this around to see if there's anything sneaky. And no, we don't have anything sneaky here. And like I said before, we're going to be focusing here on Wheeljack. So let's get Wheeljack out of packaging. And here we have Autobots Stand United 5-pack Wheeljack fresh out of the packaging. And I have to say, one of the biggest things that I have noticed so far is the lack of paint that we have gotten. And I'm going to have to say the Earthrise had a little bit more red and green here on the foot. And it looks like the hubcaps were like an orange. This is more of a silver. In the back of the hand, it looks like there was more of a green and red. There is no transparent plastic. The blue is really interesting. And I noticed that the white is actually completely different from the Earthrise, but it just looks like there's a lack of paint, and I like to see what it looks like when we have him in his vehicle form. Articulation. Let's see, we can rotate Wheeljack's head 360. That is good. Let's see, you can rotate the arms. Kind of 360. You're going to have to do it at an angle just to get it all the way through. Let's see, you can get his arm to come out that far. There is a bicep swivel. We have an elbow joint. There's even wrist articulation. Let's see, we have waist articulation 360. That's really nice. And let's see, we can get his legs to come back that far. And let's see, we can get the legs to come up that high. Let's see, we have a bend at the knee. There's a thigh swivel. And we have ankle articulation. So you can get Wheeljack in some really great poses. And let's not forget about Wheeljack's accessories. And this is, I call his launcher on his shoulder. So I've always placed it here on the top where there's a slot. And here we have the tab. So place it right there in the back. Slide it in. And now we have, to me, what Wheeljack looks like. Wheeljack. Especially with the missile launcher on the shoulder there. It's a really nice touch. But if you want to, you don't have to keep it on that shoulder. You can switch it up. Even place it on this shoulder if you want to. You can do that. But the only thing I don't like about doing that is, like, now the arm and the shoulder are at war with each other. They don't want to. They want to. There we go. There we go. Wheeljack, keep your head up. All right. So that's one of the places I like to keep the shoulder cannon. But like I said, that's not the only area. You can even place it here on the side of his arm. You can, or the side of the shoulders. Then you have it on here on the side of the arm if you wanted to. That's not bad. Or he could hold it. There you go, Wheeljack. You can do that. Or place it here on the back. You don't have to, but I'm going to place it right back up there on the shoulder. There we go. And this time around, he actually gets an additional gun, which is really nice. So now, Wheeljack means business when he goes up against any Decepticon, because who wants to mess with Wheeljack? He's like the John Wick out of all the Autobots. I like the additional gun. That is really nice. And again, you can always place it anywhere where there's a port. Place it there in the back. Something like that. To transform Wheeljack, we actually want to come here to the arms, and we want to rotate it there and take the hands and rotate it like that. And we want to keep it flushed. Come here to the other side, spin it right there, and no, stay where you're at, and then rotate the hands right there. Remove the gun and get these parts in the back, and we're just going to fold them inwards and they will come together. Then we can open up this and we can actually place and sneak his head in. Close that up there for a second, because now what we want to do is come here, bring the toes down completely. There we go. And do the same thing here. And what we want to do is bring the legs out halfway, because this here we want to place up, and now we can sneak in the rest. Bring out the side of the leg, fold this up, and now we just want to make sure that is in, and then we can bring the two halves together. We can now bring the windshield of the chest, bring that up, spin this around, and now we can bring the arms up. But now we have a tab that has a slot, and now hopefully that goes in. And now we can place these arms into the side. Now place this one up and get that snapped in, and get that into the side. And now we have Wheeljack fully transformed into his vehicle mode. Alright, here we have Wheeljack in his vehicle form, and the certain paint that we have here, like, I like what we have up here in the grill itself, and I like that we still have some numbers here on the side, and I guess I should be grateful for the little bit of green that we have here and up top here. Honestly, I really miss the rest of the colorings of the green and the red stripes going out through the car itself. This lack of painting is actually really disappointing. But one thing I can say for sure, the car can actually roll somewhat decently. Let's not forget about weapon storage. And as long as there is a port going around, you can place any of his guns up top there. That is not bad. I think that's pretty cool. If you want to, just to hide it, keep here on the back. I think that's kind of silly. I like to keep it up here on the top, and we'll just take his little other gun and just keep it there on the back, out of sight. I like that. That is actually pretty cool. That is some Twisted Metal stuff right there. To transform Wheeljack back into his robot mode, we actually want to start here, let's see, at the bottom, and we actually want to bring out the hands. There we go. And we want to, come on, get the hands out from the side. And what we want to do is untab and bring out, untab, bring out, and we can actually rotate there, and we can rotate the hands there, rotate in there, and rotate the hands right there. And now we can come back here, and what we can do is just flip this whole thing around, and now we can bring up this, but before so we want to bring up the head. Now we can bring up the chest. That will snap into place. Come to the back here real quickly and just bring out his little fins. And now what we can do, split and kind of bring out the legs halfway as we want to fold this down. And now this will now snap into place there on the side. And now we can bring the foot up front. So pull this out to the side. Come on. Come on. I know. There you go. And now we just want to push that down. And now this will come and snap into place. And now we just bring that foot up. And now we have Wheeljack fully transformed into his robot mode. My final thoughts on the Autobots Stand United 5-pack Wheeljack. This is a good figure. It really is. It's actually one of my favorites. It is actually fun to transform back and forth to his race car mode. It is just a lot of fun. The posability, the articulation, it is there. This is a really good figure. My biggest complaint, there's so much lack of painting for his race car mode, and for this figure, to me, definitely needs it. And it's just really disappointing that Hasbro couldn't even go the extra mile just to give us that painting for him in his race car mode. And this figure really needs that. Is it worth to pick up the Autobots Stand United 5-pack Wheeljack? This Wheeljack lacks a lot of painting and is actually the weakest out of the 5-pack. But this is a great opportunity to collect Wheeljack if you already don't have him. But not only that, I also do find that the Autobots Stand United 5-pack Wheeljack to be not shelf-worthy. Well, with that said, I just have to thank you all for watching. If you can just do me a favor and just hit the like and subscribe button down below, let me know in the comments if you think he's shelf-worthy. And until next time, you'll be hearing me in the next video. Everybody have a great day!